Yeah. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Life, Business, and Spiritual Wake Up. All right. Hi. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Now, where are we going with this? We are live. Okay, all over the world, people can see that I'm currently residing in a hotel, and you're gonna watch me come up out of this situation. Okay, and you're gonna be hopeful, and you're gonna get the desires of your heart. Okay, now this is not where I started, and this is not where I'm going to end either. So what we're going to do is you're going to motivate me by coming here and sharing my post and being of a support, so I can actually earn an income of some kind or get to a membership group, whatever. I'm fighting to stay online. It's not a secret. Every other day I gotta log back in and figure out how I can get back here. So I'm fighting to get here too. I'm proud of me too. So here we go. Now I also have what I believe everybody needs. There is a lot of people here. Mothers, fathers, even a damn dog, okay, that have been possibly shut out of the world some kind of way. The kids are actually going to school from the hotel. So the school is aware of these hardships, okay? And I think that's sad. But it's not the school's responsibility, of course. But at some point, you've seen this pattern. You know, they've seen this pattern continuously where somebody should have stepped up and said, well, maybe we need to reach out into the community and see what's going on with these families, because they're not all on drugs. They're not all drunks. They're not all addicts. They're not all none of that. So I believe in my heart that this situation that I went through, that I know I can come out of, that I can change my mindset. Many times I've done it, I can be of help to other people. So therefore, I've linked up with some friends, and I started an online service of membership. And the membership runs for $19.99 until January the 8th. The membership will actually help you to understand the rules of the economy and how you can maneuver yourself. This is not just a business starting out, hats, cupcakes, bracelets, charms, blah, 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 blah. It's a life-changing. I don't do anything without a purpose. It's a life-changing platform. And basically what happens is you get oodles of information that's beneficial to you. And you grow yourself. And you take that commission of money and you take the information and you start placing that money where it benefits you best. Voila. Your name on paper holds weight. Your name in the street holds power. But you have to be able to walk in it. I'm going to come out of this situation because I didn't put myself in it. And I'm not going to worry about who did what or how naive I was to put myself in this, to believe or to not see, or I don't care. I'm in the now. I don't care how it happened. I don't care how they fooled me. I don't even care how they manipulated me. I don't even want to remember how, because it was terrible. It was a rabbit hole. You are just pushed into this hole. And I believe most of these people have been pushed into a hole of some kind. We all have a different walk of life. All right, I'm not coming up here holy roly, Jesus is Lord, God gonna do it, Jesus says so. I'm not the pastor nor the preacher, but I'm a child of God. I'm not doing that. Because God says you're gonna walk it so you can learn not to make the same mistakes. You're gonna talk your way through it with me, because I'm walking with you. And I'm not gonna throw you $68,000 from cloud 6. But what the enemy stole from you, I'm obligated to be of a help to you as your father. So once people understand that and they start getting up out of the rubble and start seeking and trying to find, Lord, help thee to hold out means not hold out where I'm waiting on the Lord to do it. To hold out for what I'm seeking. For what's coming at me left and right. Arrows and snares. Help me to hold out. To be of a distraction. No, stay focused on what you're doing. I have an opportunity. Now, I know people on here, online. Everybody got a business. Everybody wants some money. Everybody doing something. And yeah, that's true. What do you think we're on here for? Form, fashion, look at me. No, we all have a mission. We all want to grow. But if your foundation isn't built on a solid rock, eventually the economy will hit you. Economics will hit you. People will go away because they're not interested or they're not seeing any results, and you're just winning by yourself. You're just taking money and winning by yourself. You're an entertainer. Build your business. Now, I can say this. Well, how did you lose your businesses, or how did the people manipulate you and you were in this situation if you know the answer? That's exactly what I'm trying to explain to you. I didn't know the answer before, and I was running 5 online businesses, and I was in the street driving Lyft and Uber for 8 to 12 hours a day, and I was gaining income on my, like when I was sleeping, I was earning income. The phone was ringing for help, for this, for that. And I was living in a very nice area. This is what I learned. People will watch you. People will study you. People will get jealous and upset about your hard work. You just free and building. You just making plans. You just opening up bank accounts. You just opening up business accounts. You just helping everybody out. I remember when I had a whole business of an app of people online making money together. I was just helping Pakistan, Africa, United States, Maryland, D.C., Virginia. Everybody would call me for a job, help, or even a handout. No problem. I'm a giver. I'm a child of God. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. I'm living 45 minutes from Lady Gaga in Maryland. I'm good. I'm Gucci. What? The enemy watching. You ain't doing nothing minding your business and sipping your tea, drinking your water. You ain't got no clue. You ain't got no husband. You ain't got no sex partner. You ain't got no boyfriend. You ain't got nothing but Jesus and your children. People will be lurking. So, this is why I know it's beneficial to you to not only just be in business, but to have a network of people around you. I didn't have that. I didn't have people that I committed to seeing on Saturday. So when they came to touch me or to dismiss me or to hurt me, who was going to be looking for me? I didn't have no membership. I didn't have no meeting place. I was a business person. I was doing business. This is what's important with whatever you build. Protect it with your life. Because you deserved it. It was yours. So, here is the membership. Trust funds. You don't get this knowledge on Google. Okay? You got to go sit with the dogs, the big dogs. And so they can give you it because they don't have no reason not to share. You got to sit with the big dogs who are not selfish. And you got to pay to sit with the big dogs. So, okay. They have identity theft. They have, what is it? They got perks for flying. So you can travel. Okay? You don't want just your business to be in one place. You need to be able to travel. And you need to get some benefits. If you're a subscriber on here and you're giving away money to people, you can learn how to get those monies back in your taxes with your LLC. Okay? You want to buy a house? Fine. Putting these things in the trust so the government, court, probate can miss it when you're dead. Learning these things are... I didn't learn learn these things. I've been in business since I was a child. I ain't never had nobody come and test me and take from me. I've always had to earn. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 7. I'm 49. This was a test. And it was a good one. Breathe. So, trust funds, being with the big dogs. Now, you might find some big dogs that might try to get you too. Now, Hollywood ain't safe, okay? But that's discernment. Once you get the knowledge, can't nobody take it away. So once you're in the field of understanding, all right, I'm building this business, but I do want to have my credit right. I do want to have my emergency fund in case things happen. I do want to have my kids set up. All right. I do know now that people will get jealous of me. So if anything happens to me, my children are okay because I have a whole life in policy for them. And every year, at the end of the year, I get a kickback. All right, I invested in some shares and some stocks. Now I can't pay my rent because business is slow. So let me call my broker and get me some money for the year to pay my rent so I can get myself back together and I won't have to end up in a hotel. Oh, this real talk. God didn't say you the coach for no reason. And God didn't say I wasn't going to put you out there with the people that's going through so you can see it for yourself, how much of a help they need to learn the knowledge, to be a part of people like yourself. It's a caliber thing. I ain't stepping on nobody's toes that came up against me. Okay? What you didn't know is, whoever this is, because you may be looking at me from the back, is that I don't give up easy. And I didn't come from a spoon-fed house. So I'm not just going to give up because I've been in the streets before. I've been down in the under before. And I came out. So I'm going to come out again. But better. Every time better. But this time, I'm coming with some members. I want to be able to be accounted for. See, I don't have a family. I don't have a sister, or brother, aunt, or uncle who are on my team who would help me and protect me. No, they threw me to the wolves years ago. But I sustain myself with the Lord. This is why I know the Lord will be of a help to you. But the Lord ain't going to just say, okay, here you go. Here's $2,800. Get yourself together. No. He's going to say, pray, release, believe, and trust me. Most people will go frantic. When you pray, believe, and trust, and walk with God, people will come in your path. Can I help you? How are you? Do you need anything? God will send you what you need. But you got to get out of this, I'm traumatized, and go out in the world with your face that you're of expectation. I'm a believer. I didn't deserve it. I'm more than a conqueror with Lord. I deserve. And speak positive to yourself. Even though you beat up, you broke. I was broke. Broke. Business closed online. These people hacked all my information, transferred all of my business to them. People was calling me like, why you didn't come pick me up? What happened? Why you didn't call me? What happened to my blueprint? You didn't send my paperwork. What happened? Somebody else was taking their payments and not doing the work. How can you? You're not me. So then my name became bad. People were like, what's wrong with your business? What's wrong? Bank accounts closed. Loans taken out on me. Yeah, I could talk about it now because I didn't know what was going on then. But now, I don't care what they did. I don't care about them. Obviously, they don't care about me. So, membership is in the bio. It is real out here in this field. And people will have you going through and you'll be like, what the fuck? And then they will try to say you're bad because you're cursing. You're bad because you're looking bad. But they doing it to you. Okay? They hurt you, but they telling people out in the world, look at her. She living in a hotel. She probably on crack. What's she doing? Trust God. Let them talk. Hear not, because they don't know or hear or see the things that God got planned for me. They didn't know that I love the Lord. Okay? God gonna help me. The Bible says, vengeance is mine. You ain't got to go out there and try to fight nothing because you don't know who don't want to miss one. You want God to take care of it because God sees everything. Not some. Everything. He knows everything. So he knows that girl that was out there hustling all her life. He knows that girl who didn't have a mama or a father. He knows that girl who lived in rooms and who went to high school and by herself and made sure she graduated when there was no encouragement. He knows that girl. He knows that girl who cleaned her way up into buying her car. He knows that girl who went and pulled her credit from where her mother destroyed her credit when she was 17 and pushed herself on up the ladder to a 700 credit score to raise herself up to live in a beautiful apartment. He knows her. See, you don't have to bite back at the people who talking shit, who bitching and lying. You just look at them like, your motherfucking ass crazy. You eating dog food. And if you want to tell the Lord about me cussing or saying something bad, suck my dick then. Because I'm the one going through the problem, the issue, the lying, the trouble, the bad credit now, the no job now. I'm the one. So if I feel like I want to give you some righteous indignation and cuss, let me take that sin up with Jesus. I'll take it. God knows you all, but he wants you all to be smart. The world system is not for you. Now, if you want to call me whatever you want to call me, activist for the slaves, or another Harriet Tubman, or a righteous activist person, okay, good. Call me that. I don't care. I'm doing what God says. God says, tell my people about your trouble. Tell my people how you came out of nothing and made yourself into something. Tell my people how you was the only black person on a street of white people who didn't care for you to be there. Tell my people how you had your children in a predominantly white school as a single mother and you had to fight to get them in there. Tell my people how much I've done for you in the shadows when nobody believed in you but me. Tell my people how they can become, how they will become when they trust in God and when they get up off their ass and stop telling them, we can go down to the government and get us a food stamp card. We can go over here and we can live with so-and-so. And we could. Your children need you now for their later. Your children need an upright mother or father so they won't be emotionally wounded. God has brought me through the emotional woundness when my mother left me at the hospital with another woman, left me. I didn't get to go home with her, okay? That's emotional pain, but God, I won't let you fall by the wayside because of something that she's done. He has done. You didn't ask them to have sex and conceive. Your parents know what it is. You all are greater. And greater is he than he that is in the world. Trust and obey, and I will bring you through it. Nobody knows what God has for you. Eyes haven't seen what God has for you. Ears haven't heard what God has for you. When they come up against you, and they have, and they came to the left and the right, and they came with not only one sword, not two or three. They came with a multitude. But when you are in alignment with God and you are praying about the situation, God will have you to see how many is against you. So now you can walk of the knowing and you can speak a word and the devil's minions must flee. You ain't got to lift your hands and fight. See, I was a fighter. In the word back in the day. You couldn't say two words to me because I was upset. I had to pay rent. I was paying rent at 16. Okay, I ain't got time to be playing with nobody. I got rent to pay. So I was a fighter. Because people were being treated as a 16-year-old, not me. But I can't be mad at the world. I was mad at the world. It's me against the world, baby. Before Tupac hit that, I was already in that mindset. It's me against the world, baby. God changed it. So, there's much more to come. I got big, big ideas. Better than I had before. And I had clients in Sweden, Switzerland, DC, Virginia, Maryland. There's another out in Africa. I had clients all over the world who was giving me more clients. So before they had this, you could get a funnel. Baby, word of mouth is it. You ain't even got, when I showed up, you just give them your contract. Somebody already spoke good on her behalf. Understand? So it's a business mindset, and you got to invest something into yourself. You cannot sit with the big dogs and don't put something on the table. You can't eat like the big dogs for long if you ain't putting something on the table. Everybody want to be online and do business. I get it. I understand. It's true. It's the easiest money you can make. I'm a Lyft driver. That's not a job. That's a contract. And that's the quickest money I've ever made in my life. I did Lyft and Uber for 11 years. And I'm still doing Lyft because it's easy money. And I met most of my clients personally in the Lyft to be a help to them. Now, before I'm going to talk to you all too long, I'm going to tell you something. I don't have time to play games. If you're going to be on my team, we're going to win. And if I ain't got nobody on my team, I'm going to win. Always been like that. I'm not competitive. No. I only compete with me. I don't compete with them there, though. I'm going to win any which way. My God don't play games with me. Everything that I go through is so I can become better. But at this juncture in my life, I'm telling the Lord, I'm 49 years old. We can't have this kind of foundation crumbling. I can't be building stuff up. This was personal for the community, for me to see. It is moms in here. It's dads in here. It's people hurt in here who don't know which way to go. Their credit is terrible from whomever did it or what they didn't do right. Did God give up on them people? No. They've given up on themselves. Memberships are what's going to be what's up. I'm telling y'all. Because the internet is going to be subjected to, did you pay that amount? Can you pay that amount? Is your score good enough to read that criteria? They're going to block this. Everybody knowing what everybody is doing, the enemy can't lie. They don't like that in the United States. Everybody knows what happened in Washington State Christmas, but nobody heard about it on the news during Christmas. They don't like that. Nobody helped those residents in Washington State. See, an earth angel is in every state, praying and interceding, because God will give you a nudge about something, and you will be going to seek and search. Or you will be in a particular place, and you will say, wait a minute, hold on. Why ain't that on the news? But an angel don't watch TV. I don't own TV. I got a TV in here. It's a nice big one too. I wait on discernment. I wait on the angels to speak. But ain't nobody talk about them people. Now, when the change and the shift comes, because God want to use these eyes to see, and you lifting up a prayer to understand the language on earth. God said, what do they talk about? What's going on? Because he's a spirit. So he can see it all, know it all. He gave everybody languages. He said, I want to feel them heart. Are they truly seeking me? Are they truly in need? Angel, speak on their behalf, because I can trust you. I know you inside and out of your mama's vagina. When I came out of her vagina, there was a woman there who took me on. That's the only reason why I didn't go to a foster care. I never been in a foster care service. No. God set it up. He already knew what she was going to do or how she was going to treat me. So there was a woman. Her name was Mary. She took me on home to her husband. And she was the sweetest woman I ever met in my life. and I believe I have the traits of her. God knows all. But let me tell you something about God. He's funny. Some of us pray, and he be on deaf ears looking at you like, yeah, I created you, but I reign on the just and the unjust. And you ain't gave nothing back to my people, nor have you spoken to me until you got in this time of need. So I don't hear you. You're going to have to get an intercessor. And that's where angels come in at. See, people don't understand that. It's not like God ain't going to answer you. You just got to know how to get to him. So that's like saying everybody can go to heaven, but don't do the work. You got to do the work. And you have to believe. You got to go through Jesus Christ to get to God. It ain't no, I ain't did nothing in the world. The only safe person is an atheist. Don't believe in nothing. And they're only safe until they get to the deathbed. God will say, here I am. You didn't believe in me? Here I am. And they will, I didn't know. And they say, wow, okay, I believe now. It's just too late. See, we're here for an earthly experience. This is not our home. And God has appointed people like myself who aren't afraid. Nobody cares if you believe me. Nobody cares. I died 5 times and came back several times. And there's people who kill me already and know what I'm saying is true. But they won't come to the front and tell you that. I done been revived in a hospital several times. And the people didn't understand. Okay? So I don't care if you believe me. That's not my job. My job is to speak. What you all need is true people in your life. And if they're showing you flags that they're not true, you don't disrespect them by condemning them. You don't do that. That's not godly. You love their neighbor, even your enemies. You pray for them, but you let them know. Now, when it becomes my turn, you better be ready for whatever I got to give because you stepped in my garden and it was plentiful and fruitful. So, there's a link in the bio. I don't need no pressure-made people on my team. I need some willing people on my team. And there's levels to this. And you need to show up for yourself, not for me. Because I get a commission for just being the CEO. And I can show you how to be the CEO. And the higher you go, the better your check will be. And it come right to your bank account. You ain't got to ask nobody nothing. These people ain't begging for seeking bread for nothing. And they do love Jesus. And I've known them for about 7 to 8 years. So I can vouch for them. Now, I know my channel is aggressive because I'm not no chihuahua. I'm a whole cane corso. I'm a lion, a bear. I'm not this sweet little. I wasn't built like that. So if you're not ready for the straightforward, it ain't for you here. If you want somebody to patronize you and hold your hand and tell you it's peaches and cream when it ain't, when it's hell outside, when it's demons and liars and thieves and people who are racist and don't want to give you nothing and ain't going to show you the way and the truth and the life, maybe you need to go play with them. But over here, you're going to invest in yourself and show up for yourself. And you will reap the harvest. And that's how God plays. You show up, you have faith in him, and you trust him, and he will guarantee your harvest. Even when the foes come up against you, God will still bless you. Because you didn't change, turn, or go against God's will for your life. Memberships are very important, and you're going to see this video 6 years from now and be like, I should have got into membership because I didn't get my digital currency right. I didn't make sure my children had and I could have. I didn't take that $50 and invest in that stock. And that stock now is on TV talking about everybody got a payout when Trump got in office. I didn't hear the memo. I wasn't in a membership group where people were trying to help me. I was around people who were comfortable. See, it's a stretching. God is, I've got to stretch you. Because comfortable is the devil's playground. I don't mind in time. I used to be a smoker. I love smoking weed. God knew that. I used to go to church high. Like, judge yourself, but I'm doing me. God knows my heart. He knows I would say that until I understood. Yeah, he know your heart, but what you gonna do with your heart? Oh, so I don't smoke anymore. But when I was outside in the hood, yeah, those people are probably still watching me, are still in the hood, where I used to be. And I'm not judging them, but I'm giving myself a little view of how grateful I should be about what I did with my life. I could pull up, and you probably could pull up in your hood somewhere you used to hang out at, and they still there doing the same thing, and you changed some things. But God is solid as a rock, and He wants us to raise our kids up to be solid and take back what the enemy stole from us, from our ancestors and our grandparents and our youth. Everybody's around here kissing and hugging and loving the same sex. We ain't judging because ain't nothing new under the sun, but damn. Can a straight woman get a little bit of loving around here? Is there any straight men left? I don't care what you do, but it ain't fair. It was already a shortage on black men. Now, we gotta do better. And we all want these big houses, but can you handle it when you get that big house? Will you hurt somebody to keep it? Or will you flow with the Holy Spirit? Because God ain't no punk. And He don't need no straight up person, cookie cutter, I'm holy, I'm holy. He ain't about that. Look at me. I'm not that. I ain't got no PhD, no college degree, nothing, but I've seen many miracles in my life. Confirmation. It's time to go outside to be the entrepreneur that I know I am. And this is temporary. This is my Exodus 2026. I've learned my lesson. I know what people can do. I know how people think. And I know how shallow they are now. And I'm watching. And I got eyes in the back of my head now because I grew up. And proud of that. Things we can always get more things. I can always get another truck. I can always move back up there with the rich white folks. I got another start. But those who come up against you or me got to answer to our God. Because the righteous will prevail. Always. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And He's the only one who can judge us. So, there's an RCA group on WhatsApp too, where there's information that might benefit you and things you could do, and you can contact me as well. It's good stuff in there. Ways you can maneuver and get yourself out of a 9-to-5. Or, go to a part-time and still have an income. Any which way. Our children, statistics show that they should be making $200,000-$300,000 a year. They ain't talking about it. They ain't preparing y'all about it. They ain't talking about it. But them kids, the way things are going, inflation going, these babies, your niece, your nephew, they're supposed to be making $200,000-$300,000. We ain't even making it. Now, before I got to this point, I was at $78,000 as a single mom, and I was proud of that. I was getting to my $100K. But the enemy came in like a flood and knocked me all the way down to about $22,000. Wait a minute, Father God. He said, no, let me use you. Let me use you. Now the battle is over. It's harvest season now. Oh, they still coming. Because they don't want their ego to be hurt and they don't want to be called out. But you came up against my God. See, people will think ain't nobody with you. But hallelujah, unseen forces walk with me. Angels encamp around me. And I don't care if you don't believe me, but try me and find out for yourself. So you will reap what you sow against it. But God says, in the midst of it all, you've seen broken hearts. You've seen pain and sorrow. I had to bring you back so you can help set my captives free. Help them. Show them the way. Let them know they don't have to get bitter because you got broken. Build yourself up. Put yourself back together again. And don't let it happen ever again. Help them. Give content. Speak. Tell the people. Show up. Dance in the storm. Because they know who came up against you, what you were in. So dance. Sing. Rejoice. Trust me, and I will keep you. Here I am. It's a new year. It's my Exodus season, and I ain't playing no games with nobody. Because that is over. The devil had his time. It's my time. And if you're a sucker or a punk, don't come play in my garden. Don't come play. If you want to win, you got to, sometimes people ain't going to like you. Elon Musk, they don't like him, but you think he give a fuck? He still got Teslas on the road. They don't like Trump. He didn't tell them what he was going to do and cut this and cut that, and he's still the president. You think he give a fuck? Clinton, Hillary, Oprah, who else? RuPaul, gay as a motherfucker. You think he give a fuck? We're going to sit on the sideline and keep judging people and not believe in ourselves so we can get up to the top and rest like those people. So what I have observed, we are the luxury help to the rich. Lyft, Uber, Amazon, UPS, whatever else. We are their luxury to drive them around, to hand them a package, DoorDash. And God says, y'all slaves. Y'all don't know it, but y'all slaves. Y'all are penny pinching slaves. Just enough. So, like and share. Follow the channel. And the link's in the bio. And if you're on WhatsApp, go to RCA Community or Cupcake Community. Reach out, connect with me there. And I think it's best because after I speak a few times, I gotta get my channel back up. They keep on disconnecting my channel. So we need to have a meeting place so we won't get disconnected. And if you join my membership, which is $19, you can always be connected. We have Saturday morning meetings. Everybody in this meeting, the top dogs, the Infinity Commission earners, they probably would say, oh, that's a clickbait, or that's a, what do they call it? Some type of, I don't know. They call it everything but righteous. But those people are still in business. Those black people, okay, are still getting paid a check. And I guess they say, oh, you'll never make it because you're at the bottom and they need you to get their check. Well, how about you be at the bottom and you build your own team just like they did? There's a commission and you're learning and you're getting your credit together and you're traveling and people will hate you because you're not on the corner anymore. You're in Bermuda. And then they will see you consistently every summer somewhere, but you ain't at home in the hood. I've learned, and I'm glad, and it hurt me, it broke me, but I know who's who, and I know to watch out for people who you think are who, and you gotta have on your discernment at all times. And I learned that you don't get angry with people who are broken. Hurt people, and they won't agree with you, and that's not your battle. The battle is the Lord's, always. All you're supposed to do is show up and let God bless you. That's all you're supposed to do. Woo! Holy Spirit did that. Because that was not what I was. That was not it. But God bless you. Somebody was like, oh, let me read it. See, I'm good. I hear you. And thank you for the monitoring that. He talking about some shut up. They all want you to shut up. But they ain't feeding me, so I don't care. Thank you. See you later, coach.